Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the zwsb.24 podcast. We're so happy that you guys are here again for yet again another episode. I am Stephanie. I'm here with my co-host Z and my best friend and my sister. So, sis, I hope that you've been having a great week. I know that we have the rest of the week to look forward to. I'm so happy to, jump into season 2. We're already at episode 3. So, we're going to begin with our current event. And today, my sister, she's got something special to share with y'all.
Yes. Hey, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in today. So, the current event this week is voting. Everyone, voting day is quickly approaching us, literally 3 weeks from today. So, it is coming up on Tuesday, November the 5th. So, just make sure you check your registration status, polling place on vote.org. Exercise your right, you guys, as a citizen for the United States of America. Go out there and vote. Every vote counts, okay? But to let you know, if you don't know, it's all over the news. Y'all been seeing everything that's been going on, all the debates. So our current presidential candidates we have the Republican Party. Of course, that's our former president, Donald Trump. And then we also have the Democratic Party, Vice President Kamala Harris. So just check out research about them, guys. Think about who you would really want to be the candidate or be the president for the next 4 years. It's very important. So take a look. Make sure you go to vote.org. If you are unable to go in person on November 5th, I believe that there's some deadlines coming up very soon, but you might be able to do an absentee ballot or you might be able to do early voting. So check it on vote.org. Back to you, girl.
Thank you so much, sis, for sharing that important information. Of course, like Z said, you can go to vote.org. You can register to vote or at your local DMV as well. So please make sure you do that. It's really important. And again, I want to echo what Z said. It matters. Every vote counts. You are important and your decision is important. So please be sure to do that. And then in no time, we'll find out who our new president will be.
Exactly.
So,
And then you can get your sticker too. I don't know what it is. Something, I don't know. It's like, oh, let me get my sticker.
I
And do
know.
it.
I
So
know. It's like a collectible.
yes.
It's a collectible. And then you know what? You get to remind other people that it's important to vote. You
Yeah.
get to just show that you've exercised your right as an American citizen
Mhm.
to get out there and vote. So
Exactly.
get it done, guys, no matter what.
Mhm.
Early absentee ballot, go to your local school, library, wherever you guys are, wherever those polls are, hit them
Mhm.
up because it matters.
Yes.
So without further ado, we are going to jump into episode 3. So last season we did a Would You Rather. It was a lot of fun. And
Yes.
we were Z and I were surprised by some of our answers. Some of our answers were pretty similar.
Very, very
For the most,
close.
very, very close.
Yeah.
It goes to say how similar we can be, and we don't even know it sometimes. So we're going to jump right in to our Would You Rather 2.0. Are you ready, sis?
I am. I just wanted to let everyone know too. Thank you so much for making this popular. It was actually last season was one of our top videos or episodes. So that's why we wanted to bring it back to you guys again. So I'm so curious to what our answer is going to be this time. But yeah, no, I'm ready.
All right. All right, let's get to it. So question 1. Here we go. Z, would you rather have more money or more time? What is it, girl?
Ooh,
More money, more time.
I know. I know. God says money is the root of all evil, right?
Mhm.
No, I mean, yes, I truly believe in the word and what he says, but realistically, I'd rather have more time. Now, I don't ever want to live past the point where I just can't do anything and I'm just like a vegetable laying around, not being able to do stuff. But I will say, I think if I was able to live to like, I don't know, maybe 120, 130, it would give me the ability to see like my great, possibly great grandkids and just see how far my lineage goes. And then just look into the future. There's going to be so many different things that get new inventions, new creations, and things that happen. And I kind of want to see that. So definitely more time. I mean, money is always going to be there. Would it be nice to have a lot of money? Sure, I can probably buy everything that I probably ever wanted, but nothing's like having more time to spend with your family, more time to spend with your friends, more time to see the world and see how it grows. That's my answer. What about you?
So I'm gonna have to side with more time. I feel like more time is everything, right? So
Yeah.
right now in this stage of our life, we are grinding it out. I mean, in your 20s, like you're getting out of college,
Yeah.
you're a young adult, and so there's a lot of grinding that we do, finding our way in this world. Then in your 30s, you're figuring out who you are, and then you're getting married, you're having kids. And so that's the
Mhm.
stage that we're in right now. And you know what? I like to slow it down a bit, and I like, just being
Mhm.
present in the moment, spending time with my kids, looking at them, smiling at them, kissing them, smelling them. I know that was kinda weird, but, um,
I get
just,
it.
like, the presence, but more time is everything. I think spending time, if there's anything that I could say is that time is everything. The ability to be able to spend time with your family, see them, be present with them,
Mhm.
be present with your friends, be present just in general. I think that that's
Mhm.
important. And to what you said as well, finding out like through evolution,
Mhm.
what new technology is coming out. We'll get to live to tell these stories to our grandchildren and grandchildren and even great great
Mhm.
grandchildren. I mean, I know you and I, we were younger moms. So the beautiful thing about that, like I go back to my mom. My mom
Mhm.
was a young mom and she became a grandmother, I think at
Oh, wow.
44 or 45.
Yeah.
And,
Mhm.
so she's not even 60, and my son is getting ready to be 13. So she's a very young grandmother.
Mhm.
She can still run with them, pick them up, just give them her undivided attention.
Mhm.
She's old. She's young enough to remember her grandparents and still share all those stories, which this is what I talk to my husband about all the time. I feel like when you are able to spend time with your grandparents and your parents, and even if you
Mhm.
have that opportunity for a great grandparent, you get to learn more about who you are,
Yeah.
which is a beautiful thing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
more time for me too, girl.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, jumping into our next question. Would you rather be really beautiful or really smart?
So here's the thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, to me, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I feel like I would say really smart. And here's why. I'm probably very beautiful, right, to my husband because he's attracted to me, and I've been places before, and people have came up to me and said, "Wow, you're such a beautiful person," inside and out. So to me, I think that's in the eye of the beholder because I'm sure there are people that may look at me and say, "Oh, she's not that attractive." So no matter, even if I said I really want to be really, really beautiful, does that mean that I'm going to be beautiful to everyone? Not necessarily. But smart, I feel, gets you a long way. I feel like it opens up so many doors to so many different avenues, what have you, no matter what it is that you're doing. So as long as you are, I guess, somewhat smart, I would assume that you'll probably be top pick for employment. You'll probably be top pick for a discussion or something like this, a podcast. Someone's going to look at you and respect you in a certain way because they know how intelligent you are. So I'm going to go with really smart. What about you?
So, I'm gonna go with really smart too. I feel like there's so many discussions that you could be a part of.
Yeah.
And opportunities that you can be presented with, ideas that you may have. I feel like beauty is fleeting, but
Hmm.
a person that fears the Lord is to be praised. The scripture
Yeah.
says a woman that fears the Lord is to be praised. So wisdom is everything. I feel like, you know, someone could be really, really attractive or really beautiful, but not really have maybe, I guess, the common sense or,
Mhm.
smarts. And then does that really uphold the standard of them being beautiful, or does it
Mhm.
dilute, that,
Yeah.
the way that they look? So I'm gonna go with really, really smart.
Yeah.
I'd like to be really, really smart. I'd like to be a brain surgeon or, a cardiac surgeon. I think that would be cool.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
That is
Yeah. That's my level of smartness I wanna get to.
Yeah.
Okay. Now moving on. These are gonna get a little different as we go along. So we're getting ready to reveal question 3. Here we go.
Okay.
Would you rather reveal your search history or your camera roll to the world?
So, I don't have any shame. So, I'm as what you see is what you get. So, for me, I don't take and listen, guys, you do what you do. If you take certain pictures, videos of yourself, I mean, just be safe out there, people. This world, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, social media. Be careful what's on your cameras. You never know. And Siri is always listen for those Apple users. Just saying. But no, for me, I would rather reveal my no, I'd rather reveal my camera roll. Here's why. Because I don't take anything that would be considered um strange, provocative. I'm trying to think of all the words. Everything is, if you look in my camera roll, you're going to see nothing but pictures of my kids. I'm always that mom that is snapping. Um, my search history, I mean, I really don't, but I think that gets a little more personal because there are things that I'm looking at. Maybe I'm looking up a new physician for a condition that I have. I don't want everyone to know all my business. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to side with my camera roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Y'all would just enjoy a bunch of family pics and you and I on this podcast, a bunch of editing
I
stuff. So
know, right?
there you go.
So what would I rather? Would I rather reveal my search history or my camera roll? So it depends on how much time you got and what you wanna see. I'm just I'm just
I
kidding.
mean,
I'm just kidding. So, like Z, I am pretty much the same. You are gonna see pictures of my children,
yeah,
pictures of where we're going, what we're doing, pictures of this podcast, maybe screenshots. Maybe I've paid a bill and I just need to get that confirmation
there you
number.
go.
So
There you go.
you're gonna see that I pay my bills,
Yeah. Yep.
all my bills, telephone bills, automobiles, the bills, the bills. So you're gonna see a lot of that up there. My
Mhm.
search history, I can't really even say that I'm searching anything that is wild or
Yeah.
outlandish. I'm a pretty simple girl.
Yeah.
So it's nothing crazy out there. I don't like I don't like looking at weird things.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't like doing it. So I
Well, we were
guess
just talking about this. So I'm gonna just slide in there and take it out. Okay? However you want to think of that. Don't be nasty, people. Okay, I don't mean it like that. But listen, on my search history, things pop up now. When I say Siri listens, I don't, when I say search history, it doesn't matter if it's on Instagram, TikTok. Y'all know y'all been seeing those Diddy posts. Please stop. Just let it calm down. So if you're on my phone, that's probably what's going to be revealed. It's like a bunch of those just like sliding through.
yo,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know
That's
if this
so
man is more popular than ever, but
cold.
that's a
That's
hot
what you're gonna
topic
see in
right
my
now.
search history right now because it's just everywhere. It doesn't matter what I'm doing.
I
I'm
know,
like, I'll
it
click on
really
it
is.
and then I'll get off of it. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at something else, and then something else will pop up, and I'm
I
like,
know.
just
Well,
get
it's
all
because
the
he's in I mean, he's just in the media. Like, this dude at this
time.
point, he's on CNN.
Yep. Yeah. That is a
He's
whole nother see, we have to do a whole nother discussion on this, you
Yeah,
guys. Let
we
us
may
know
have
in
to
the comments below if you want us to come up on
Yeah,
here.
just let us know. We may have to do ZWSB uncut.
Yeah. Let us know what y'all think about that. We might
Yeah,
have to do something like that. Start
we
doing
may
them.
have to, we may have to.
Yes.
We may just put it out there, tell us what you think.
Yes.
Well, we'll go do the research and then we'll provide it to you. How about
Right,
that?
right. All right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So you want to go? I can do question 4 for you guys.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
All right, girls. So would you rather have all of your dreams live streamed or have most of your embarrassing, excuse me, moments go viral on TikTok?
Okay. I'm thinking back. So I do have dreams, but not very often.
Hmm.
So if you were to tap into my dreams, you probably wouldn't see very much. I mean, I've had some pretty wild dreams, but like dreams that didn't make sense. Like maybe like a giant crab chasing me on the beach. I don't know. It's just been kind of, I don't know, wacky.
Yeah.
However, embarrassing moments, have I truly really been very embarrassed? I can't think of a time that I mean, have I been embarrassed before? Yes. So I'm going to go with embarrassing moments go viral on TikTok. And I'm going to tell you why. Because
Hmm.
if that's the case, then we could get some views for ZWSB
That's right.
4. So that's what I'm going to go with.
There
Let's
you
do
go.
that. And, we can make it big time.
Yeah.
So what
No, I
about
get it. So my dreams, I have a lot, guys, and
really? I
I
didn't know that about
do.
you.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to be opposite of you with that one, and here's why. No,
Mhm.
so I've had a embarrassing moment, and even that I probably wouldn't mind it going viral. Something that happened in 7th grade. I literally was in a skirt, guys, and I was sitting at lunch at a table in middle school, 7th grade, and I fell with my legs like wide open. So, I don't know if that'd be funny to people or surprising, but that was a very embarrassing moment for me because I literally just opened up my whole life here to people. But no, I've had very vivid dreams, and I feel like my dreams would speak out. And my dreams, I feel like, are coming from God, the way that they play out. I mean, so vivid. There'll be like something really crazy happening. It could be, I remember one specifically, it was like this volcano that was erupting. And my goal in the dream, literally, was to escape and find every family member. Now, this was like probably 15 years ago. This was just me, my husband, myself, and my oldest. So my middle child wasn't born yet, and neither was my daughter. And we were going on this journey, or I was trying to find my family and hold them tight to me and escape. When we got away as far as we could from the volcano, it was a rainbow. It was like God speaking to me that it's okay. I got it under control. Your family is safe. You're with me now. Like there's other ones that are similar to that. And I feel like if
Mhm.
I was to live stream those, someone would maybe have a connection with and might find it meaningful to them or inspirational to them. So I'm going to go with have my dreams live streamed.
I like it.
Yeah,
All right, this one, we're gonna bring it back down. You wanna read it, Z?
sure. Oh, wow. Yes. Would you rather have free groceries or free gas?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna say free groceries.
Hmm.
I was gonna say free gas because then if I get free gas, then I could travel wherever I want.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say free groceries because I could just buy whatever I want
Oh, yeah. I'm
at the
the
grocery
same.
store. I could just buy like all the snacks. And I don't know about you, Z, but we have a budget. We have a grocery budget,
Hmm.
and groceries are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They're so expensive, like snacks. Like the other day I was okay, and don't come at me. I had to go to Harris Teeter to pick up something.
Oh, they're
I
expensive, guys.
They are.
Mhm.
And I decided, I was like, while I'm here, so I'm big on while I'm here, we might as well, if I see it, we need it, we get it.
Sure.
And I went to get like the fun size. So we will get like family size bags of chips, but we
Mhm.
also get like the fun size bags of chips as well. So the kids can just grab them and go for lunch. They can grab them for a snack,
Mhm.
something like that. It's like the perfect portion so you're not overeating. Because, I mean, chips really aren't that healthy anyway. So
Mhm.
I went to Harris Teeter and got a box of chips. It was $16.99, $17
Oh,
for
man.
chips.
That's
So
expensive.
I could just basically get whatever we want. As you know, like organic food, seafood like shrimp, crab, salmon. We eat salmon at
Well,
my house.
even beef is expensive now.
I know.
Just for just a pound where I'm at, so I'm in, up north in Virginia, and it's easily like $8 a pound just for 1 pound of meat. And I mean, obviously it depends on how lean. I typically get 93%. There's a different occasions I'll get 88%, but even then it's only like $1 difference. It's so expensive.
It's really
So
expensive.
yeah, I'm with you. So the reason why I say free groceries because with gas, I mean, sure, do we need a car to get to most places? But honestly, you can walk, you can take a bike.
Mhm.
You don't have to necessarily have to take a car everywhere. And matter of fact, it's probably best to walk and take a bike so you can get some exercise. But groceries, you can't live
Exactly.
without that. You can live without gas. You can't live without groceries. You got to eat, right? You got to eat to live, survive. So I'm going to go with groceries. So yeah, it's so expensive. We're on a budget ourselves, actually on a cash budget, which we'll talk in a future episode about finances and all of that. But yeah, we live out a cash diet, so we only have a certain amount of money that we spend for groceries every week, and then we also have money aside to if we go out to eat during the week, or if we do one where all my family members, we go out once during the month to an actual restaurant. But yeah, groceries are way too expensive, so I would say free groceries as well.
Now, while we're on the subject, Thrive Market, all these misfit markets, if you guys
Mhm.
would like us to talk about you on this podcast, please reach out to us, Thrive Market, Misfits Market, Amazon, anyone, Fresh Market, reach
Yeah,
out to us because we will get your free groceries
yeah.
and let the people
I have a
know.
question for you though,
Yeah.
Stephanie. So, or for anyone out there, how is it with you guys doing the Hello Fresh? There's so many of them where they deliver groceries to you. Do you find that you save money that way? Because I did it for a while, for probably about a month and a half, and then I just stopped doing it. I actually found it wasteful for me just because I like the idea where you get your groceries, they're fresh, and then you have your ingredients already ready for you, and then the how you're supposed to cook it, prepare it, and what have you. But for me and my kids, just because some of us are picky than others, so I found myself where not all of us were actually enjoying the meals, but to me they're really tasty. But did
Yeah.
you ever try it? And if you did you find that you were maybe saving money on it?
So I did try it. I tried it when it was just the 3 of us, my husband,
Mhm,
myself, and my son, and I liked it. Like, the food was
mhm,
good. However, you are not getting the bang for your buck. So, you're getting
mhm.
a meal, like, let's say, a month.
Convenience.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting, like, a small portion of potatoes, and when you look at the price point, you could probably have gone to the grocery store and gotten a bag of potatoes for that amount
Mhm.
and asparagus and maybe, like, stretched out. Like, it's better
Mhm.
when you buy in bulk, you end up saving more money in the end.
Yeah.
However, I will say this, my sister-in-law, who you're gonna see her in the future, potentially,
Mhm.
on this podcast, she, actually got the HelloFresh for her son, and
Mhm.
he had been using those to cook, and what he started to do is instead of buying that same HelloFresh meal, he would save the recipe card,
Yes.
and then he would just make that because at this point, you already know what it calls for. You just
Mhm.
need to basically have, of course, like the salt, the pepper, and the olive oil or butter. So I would suggest doing that. If you have a college student that doesn't know how to cook, that would be good for them to start off and then just save those recipe cards for later.
Good.
So
Yeah,
I
no,
have
that's a
tried
good one.
it. I did like it. However, it's just not as economical as people think it is. It's
Yeah.
definitely a time saver because
Mhm. It's
everything's already
convenient.
there, and it's
Mhm.
convenient, and it's
Mhm.
I mean, it's convenient, it's a time saver, and it's healthy.
Yeah.
So those are 3 great reasons to use it. However, economical, I'm not sure that it is
Yeah.
economical. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Okay, guys. Next one, question 6 is, would you rather have romantic dates every week or one expense paid family vacation?
Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go with one expense paid family vacation because we could go for like a 2-week vacation, a 3-week
Mhm.
vacation. And then with that, usually what my husband and I try to do, we try to do a date with each other and go out and do something. However, we also when we're on a family vacation, we have some alone time that we set aside, like after we put the kids to
Yeah.
bed, or we will invite our parents on vacation and then they'll watch the kids while we go out on a
Yeah.
date and enjoy each other. So I'm gonna say one expense paid family vacation so we can have the vacation with all the bells and whistles.
Oh,
What about
yeah.
you?
Yeah, that's really good. I was thinking about this as you were talking, and I think at this moment in my life, as much as I wanna do a family vacation, or maybe because I just got back from one, I don't know. At this moment in my life, I kinda wanna have romantic dates every week. I don't know, I wanna get back to really dating my husband, and I wanna really focus. I'm not saying for the rest of my life, but for this moment in time, maybe this season, I would love so if you're watching, my wonderful husband, the expectation is there. Romantic dates every week. So I'm gonna go with that. But I did wanna share this while we're on the topic of it because it really made me think. And I don't know if you ever heard of this, guys, or even you, Stephanie, of the 777 rule. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
No?
Do tell.
Okay. Yes. I actually came across this, like, years ago, like, probably late 20s, but then, as you all know, Stephanie and I, we are both fans of Adrienne Bailon Houghton, and she has, Love Always Adrian YouTube channel. And she was just talking about date nights with her husband of getting back to dating her husband again because they just had a child almost 2 years ago. And you know, when you have children, you're focused on there. But how the 777 rule works is every 7 days you go on a date.
Mhm.
Every 7 weeks you take a weekend getaway. So you stay one night away somewhere with your partner. And then every 7 months, you travel somewhere and stay for like 3 or 4 days. It can be somewhere local, it could be somewhere out of state. If you have really a lot of money, hey, go overseas, spend a week. And I thought about that. I was like, I'm in that place where I would love to do that. Now, it won't be 777. It's probably be like 10, 10, 10 because I just don't have the means to do it. But I'm in that phase now because with 3 kids, always busy, always revolving around the kids, and we do so many family things. I wanna date my husband again. Like,
Yeah, I
so
like
that's
that.
me.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot.
Mhm,
I think that that's important, and especially, like, having something to follow like that. I think I've
mhm.
heard of something along those lines, like reconnecting. Like,
Yeah.
every so often, you need to do something, with each other so it just doesn't get dry or stale or mundane,
Mhm, mhm.
between you, but I don't know, we're gonna have to check that out, maybe do a challenge.
Oh, yes.
Report
I'm up for
back.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Alright. I'm gonna ask this one. Would you rather receive a handwritten letter or a flirty pic? I already know what I want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've had 30 pics in my day. So I'm gonna go with, um, a handwritten letter. So I'm gonna be just like Aaliyah with that 4-page letter. If you wanna sit there, right, and write a poem back and front, I would love it. No one it's like nostalgic to me. No one really writes those anymore. It's usually a text message or an email, something about taking the time to sit there and write a letter, whether it's a love letter or I don't know, you could write your parents something because I know we don't obviously we're grown now, we're not with our parents anymore, but something about writing a letter just means that someone really is taking the time, they're thinking of you, time out of their busy life to think of you enough to sit there and write a letter and then mail it to you. Take the time to get a stamp, put it on the envelope, get it in the mailbox. So I'm gonna go with receive a handwritten letter. What about you?
I'm the same. I want to receive a handwritten letter. There's nothing like, I mean, and Z, you and I were from the time where in school we wrote notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were pen pals. I remember you and I writing letters when
Mm-hmm.
we moved away from each other when we were kids. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, my husband's in the military. When he went to basic training, I wrote him letters. He wrote me letters back. And it's like a commemorative vessel in your life because I've moved, I still have my letters and I still look at them and I still like it definitely is a time capsule because it takes me back, like right back to that
Mm-hmm.
moment. And I remember when my husband it's just such a good feeling like reading them again. And I
Oh yeah.
remember my husband writing me certain things and I remember writing him back. So I love
Mm-hmm.
a good letter. I even heard, like, even if you're not away from each other, like, writing each other letters is nice. So
Yeah.
I every birthday, I get my husband a card. I write in the card. I keep all of my greeting cards that I receive for birthdays,
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day, anniversaries, Valentine's Days. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go with a handwritten letter. Nothing like it. That I think,
Yeah.
is an art form that needs to be brought back to the top again.
Oh yeah. Do you remember? So I remember us writing letters, but do you remember back in like elementary school where if you like someone, or even if it's just your girlfriends, and you used to do origami letters, I used to
Uh-huh.
make like
Yep,
hearts, or it was looked like
like
a
the
little
fortune
envelope.
tellers.
Yeah, that, or like the little envelope with the flap, and
Yep,
you
and
open
you
it
pull
up.
it open. Yep.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I remember those like they were yesterday. But
I
yeah, something about the letters, even a note, guys, like handwritten letter could just be a note. So when my kids all the way through end of middle school, so I just stopped doing this with Christian because I don't make his lunch anymore. This is my middle son, and even my college student. I don't do this at all anymore, but I will with my daughter Jade as she starts elementary school next year. Just leaving a little note in the lunchbox, that says "I love you, have a great day." Even little things like that. They make you feel special. Someone literally thought to do something for you and take the time to do that. So yeah, definitely a handwritten letter is so special and unique. So I love that.
Yeah, I think that's good. Now, I don't know about you, but my son let's speak about lunch for just a hot second, and I'm gonna go there. I'm not sure if your kids are doing this, but my child is.
Mhm.
My baby boy doesn't always eat his lunch.
He skips it or just eats something else?
I don't know what that kid is doing, but the other day, I got so he can eat, like, a hot lunch at school, so he'll eat, like, Easy Mac.
Mhm.
Currently, we're not eating the noodles, like the buldak noodles or ramen
Yep.
noodles, because as you guys learned in episode
Mhm.
2, apparently there's listeria in the ramen noodles. They don't know what
Mhm.
kind, they don't know if it's top ramen or buld they just don't know. So, he can't eat that anymore, but my son, he hasn't been eating his mac and cheese. Like, I'll find them later and I'm like, "Are you just, like, collecting this stuff? Like, what are you doing?" And then the other
Telling
day
them at school.
the other day, I asked him so I took one for lunch. I just took
Mhm.
it for lunch and I ate it, but I bought him, like, the deluxe mac and cheese. Now the deluxe mac and cheese, that's a premium mac and cheese, okay? Because you're putting the water in, you're putting the microwave, and then the cheese, instead of, like, the powder cheese that you're used to, it's
What?
like the Velveeta creamy
Yeah,
cheese.
liquid
It's
gold there.
good. It's so good. I mean, it's probably not good for you, but it's good. It tastes good. And so I had a feeling that Brayden wasn't eating his lunch. So we were driving to school or from school, I don't even remember. And I said, "Hey, how did you like the mac and cheese?" And he's like, "Oh, it's good." Why you got to lie? Why you got to lie? You ain't got to lie to me.
Mhm.
So I asked him, I was like, "Well, tell me how you make it. Tell me how you make it. Just interested in hearing how you make
Mhm.
it." And so he's like, "Oh, yeah, I put it in the microwave and, mix it together." And I said, "No, no, no, elaborate. How um, tell me take me through the steps of how you make it." And so he's like, "Okay, you're weird, mom." But I put the water in the cup, I put it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. I take it out and I put the cheese in. I was like, "Oh yeah, that powdered cheese, right?"
Mm-hmm.
This boy said, "Yeah." I was like, "That's funny."
That's not what I bought. That's not what I bought.
And so I'm like, "Braden, come on, man. He ain't got to lie. Just tell me what you want to eat and I will buy it."
Yeah,
But throwing it away, and he told me and eventually he was like, "Mom, I threw it away." And I was like, "You threw that away? I coulda ate that for lunch."
yeah. I've
But
been there before with my dad. So I don't know what it is, guys. I'll eat hot dogs, but I don't like bologna. I've heard fried bologna is good. Never had it though. Something I should try. But my dad used to make me bologna sandwiches in elementary school. I remember throwing them away, and I was too scared to tell him that I didn't like them. And it took, I think, 3 or 4 years. I had to be like middle school, and I told him, and he's like, "You should have been telling me. We could have got you ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly." This is before the whole, nut allergy thing is out. And I don't know, so I get it. But yeah, you didn't have to lie there, but it's okay.
yeah,
Auntie
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did it too in school, like, for some reason, like, I just didn't wanna eat my lunch. I don't know why. So there was this kid that I went to school with. I'm not gonna say his name, but I do remember his name. And he would, like, eat my sandwiches, and I would be, like, so happy to g like and he was, like, so happy to, like, have my sandwiches, so I would just give it to him.
Mhm.
And
Well,
then
at
there
least it
was
didn't go
one.
to waste.
Yeah, I know, at least it didn't, but I was bad because I remember one time, like, I just wouldn't eat lunch, and then it kinda, like, mushed down into the bottom of my bag, and then my
Mm,
parents found it, and I got a
yeah,
spanking.
yeah. No, I get
Yes.
it. I just thought yeah, it's just that phase too. My middle child, he doesn't always eat breakfast before he goes to school. He doesn't always eat lunch, and I think with hormones, I mean, it's just like the summer, like, you don't really wanna eat a whole lot of food. You kinda snack from here or there, so that might be something he's going through. Who knows?
Could
But anyway,
be.
as far as lunch goes, leave your kid a note if you have children. They'll like it, like a little handwritten letter. But
Yep.
yes, we definitely just want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 3. We've got so much more exciting things here to give you guys. We're so glad to be back. So thank you for your support and all of your love. But tune into this podcast every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Episode 4, can't talk today, premieres next Tuesday, October 22nd. Please, guys, follow us on our YouTube channel at zwsb.24. We are also on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Until next week, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys. Bye, sis.
Bye. Bye, sis.